Alright, I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today we're going to run a Southwest Airlines flight 1127. Flight from Jacksonville, Florida to West Palm Beach. They did this flight in an hour and 8 minutes. We're going to see just how close we can come to that. We're cold and dark, sitting at gate Charlie 5. I just got in here, got all the paperwork set up. Let me give you the load data sheet. And let me bring up the same thing for myself here. Alright, let's get going. DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switches on guarded. Standby power is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar to test. Master caution reset. Fault in hop test. And overheat fire. Okay. Ground power is available. Let's get on ground power. Confirm with the AC selector. And we are set for unconditioned air already. Okay. Galley power is on. IRS select is to nav. Emergency exit lights are armed. Air conditioning is set for auto and the temperature back there is fine. Let's enter our present position. Let me give you the CDU. And we are at KJAX. And we'll grab the left. And the coordinates that are in the database for Jacksonville are pretty close to what the IRS is picking up with us at the gate, so we don't have an issue with that. Alright, let's give it the logo and position. Flaps are up, and we're going to need some brake pressure here. Just waiting on the brake pressure. Let's make sure that didn't do anything to my chocks. And alright, that's all looking good. Okay, let me have that back then. Hey Sky, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hey Marios, how's it going? You just caught me. We're just getting ready to leave Jacksonville in a bit. Still got a little ways to go though. I got some programming to do and whatnot, so. Alright, so that's good. See how long the brake pressure is going to last. I am using the latest and greatest from Zibo-Mod that came out today, version 18. So 4.03.18 is what's in here now. This is going to be the very first run. Yesterday I had an issue with my ATC, which I now have back. None of the files were gone, so I have no idea why it just wouldn't work last ride. And I went ahead and calibrated my tiller. Those are the only 2 issues that I noticed. So hopefully this ride, we're not going to have any problems. So, alright, that takes care of the originator flight. Let's move on to the pre-flight. Leading edge devices test. Service interphone is off. Engine reversers are extinguished. EEC switches are unguarded. Crew oxygen is 12,000. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. And Mach speed warning test 1 and 2. It's going to be a little too early for stall warning. We'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSEU is out. Let's do our oxygen flow test here. And that's good. Lights test.
That is correct. Usual 169 report ready to engine started.
All right, our light's good. Nothing burnt out. No, I've got an antique car show later on tonight. So that I'm not going to make, unfortunately, Sky. All right, flight controls A and B are on guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Spoilers A and B are on guarded. Your damper is on. VHF nav is normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source selector's auto control panel is normal. Fuel temperature is fine. Crossfeed check. Fuel pumps are off. Crossfeed check is fine. AC/DC panel is set. Equipment, cooling, supply, and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights are on. No smoking seatbelt sign is on. Let's get the window heat on and run that test. TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. We have 3 entranceways open. Test, test, test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panel is all zeroed out. Temperature back there for them is just fine. And let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Master air conditioning, wing body, very good. We are set for unconditioned air. Today's ride is flight level 290. And let's check our outflow valve. Alright, that's good. And we're going to use the left igniter today. And our lights are good. Alright, let's do ATIS clearance and then program the flight management computer. Hey, Airsoft, Messiah, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting a ride in here today, so not too bad. Alright, let's do ATIS 125.85.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.5. Advise on initial contact you have information for them.
Alright, 1856 Zulu, 290 at 10, visibility 10. Scattered. Solid overcast at 14. Temperature at 8, that is good. 2994.
Solid overcast at 14,000 feet. Temperature 8. 2.3. Altimeter 2994.
And on the way out, we're going to be using runway 26.
Arriving and departing runways 26, 32. Caution for
119.5 is clearance, right? And we have Quebec.
And if flight following is requested, read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.5. Advise on initial contact you have information for that.
Okay, we got Quebec. Oh. Jacksonville clearance, good evening, Southwest 1127. Looking for IFR clearance as filed to West Palm Beach. We have Quebec. Christmas, New Year wasn't all that great. Shadow actually got sick December 22nd, so we're dealing with a whole bunch of health stuff with him. He's got a brain tumor, and he's going for treatment starting Monday for radiation, so we'll see how that's going to go.
Jacksonville clearance cleared to Palm Beach.
That's why I've been offline.
Departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 290 minutes after departure. Departure on 132.775, squawk 6426.
Yeah, clear to Jacksonville, to Palm Beach via the Xbox 2 departure, then is filed. Climb, maintain 4,000, expect flight level 290, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 132.775, squawk 6426 for Southwest 1127. Alright, 6426. And we're cleared up to 4.
27, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9er.
All right, 121.9 for ground. All right. That's all looking pretty good. Now, let's see if I still get my transmissions from XATC chatter or if they're gone.
Boarding has started, and the first passengers are now aboard the plane.
Ground control, but I'm not hearing anything from them all of a sudden.
Southwest Airlines Flight 1127, heading to Palm Beach. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes.
Let's try this. See if that does anything. All right, so let's get the flight management programmed. So, Jacksonville. Oh, there you go. We got our background chatter. Very good. So, SayIntentions didn't interfere with it last go around. I'm just not sure why it didn't work. Interesting. All right, we're going to West Palm Beach, which is KPBI. And this is a Southwest Airlines flight. 1127, I believe I said. Yes. All right. Okay, let's go to departure. We have the Xbox 2. And we're direct Primus out of runway 26. And on the way into West Palm, we have Captain's 3, right? From Canal. And we're going to be using 28 right as they did in the real world. And we're going to do 28 right, 28Z coming in from Hitmo. Alright, let's put that in and let's have a peek at that. Alright, 540 affected and we're into Sawgrass. And we'll make that 540, that can go right in. Xbox, and then Primus is next. Primus, and then Canal. We're on our way in already. Alright, Joey, then Roto, then Step, then Board, then Falty, Call, Captain, Snickler, Freeway, Hempto, and we're on our way in, right? Trolling, Whitecap, and then from there we're going to pick up Hitmo, and we're going to swing on in. So let's have a peek at some charts now. Let me give you the charts. Let me have the same thing here. Let's go to Jacksonville, Xbox 2, and let's have a peek here at a runway 8. 077 is the heading. To 540, which is already in the flight management computer, or the CDU anyway. Climb beside out to a den, heading 077 and assigned, and then we're going to be basically making a right and heading on out. Over to Soggy here, you can see, then Xbox, and then we're going to come off that chart. And we're going to be on the arrival into West Palm. So let's bring up West Palm. On the way in, we got Captain 3. And we're going to get picked up at Canal up here. Alright. Joey, Roto, Step, we need to be above 250. Which is already in here. Starboard, we need to be at 280 knots, above 240, which is in. Then we have Falty, above 180, that's in. Captain, well, we have Carl next. Carl is above 14. Captain, between 11 and 10 at 250 knots. Then Snickler, above 6. Fairway, we need to be at 4. Right, Hetmo, 210 at 4, which is in. And then we have Trolling. And from Trolling, we're going to Whitecap. We're going to be making a hard left here to swing out to make the U-turn coming into 28 right. So at Whitecap, we need to be at 4, which we are. And then if we pick up the approach in the 28 right using the RNAV-Z, you'll see we come in from Hitmo. And that doesn't match, so let's fix that. Germa. Oh, it's in twice, that's why. There we go. Hetmo, 4. Germa. Realty, and then we're into 28 right, and then on the miss we should be hitting the Morger, which we are. So that all looks pretty good. Alright, let's get the weight, fuel, and balance and all that stuff in here. Let me give you the load data sheet again. And let me bring up the same thing here. Now, did I miss any text here? Let's see. I think I got that. Yeah, we'll find out after he gets his 3 radiation treatments. It's pretty quick. It's high radiation. It's the SRS. It's supposed to be pinpoint accuracy stuff, so we'll see. All right, so now let me write this stuff down. So payload this ride is 30.8. Our zero fuel weight is 125.9. And our fuel is 14.4. Or 14.8, I'm sorry. 14.8. All right. Now, let me give you the electronic flight bag. And I'm going to lose the YouTube channel here while I'm on the electronic flight bag doing this. I'm using a small monitor on the left-hand side to do both, actually. Alright, let's go to weight, fuel, and balance payload. I said our payload is going to be... Oh, this is our fuel. Our fuel is 14.8. Oh. Payload, I said, was going to be 30.8. And that should give us a zero fuel weight, 125.9. I think it's off a little bit. I have to go in and I'll add the galley power and get it to even out. It's pretty close. It's only off by, what, 50 some odd pounds. So that's no big deal. Our CG is 26.9. So if we come in here, our zero fuel weight is 125.8. Let me give you the electronic, let me give you the load data sheet. Let me bring that up again. And let's see, reserve, final reserve and alternate is 5830, so we're going to put in 5.9. On the reserve course index, this ride is, the CI is 35. We're cruising at 290. Oh, wrong spot, Johnny. Tried to put it in the cruise winds. That ain't gonna work. Alright, let's go to top of climb here. Top of climb, the winds are 268 at 113.
ground American 2454, ready to taxi with flight.
And we are looking at P12. We're looking at 12 here. Execute that. We're not going to derate the engines. We said the CG was 26.9. This is going to be a flaps 5 takeoff. There's no slope on this runway. The runway winds are 310. And that's all looking pretty good. Let's get our forecast in here. We're at 290, so we'll put in 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000 on a descent profile. Since we're down here already, PBI, we're looking at 2991. And top of descent, we're looking at 12. And 29.91. I don't have to worry about icing conditions. Let's grab the descent info. So at 20,000, we're looking at 258 at 86. 15,000, 255 at 63. And at 10,000, 265 at 51. And we'll come back to the legs page. We'll go into our route data, and we're going to request the cruise winds, but you can put that in if you want manually. Just go into each one of the waypoints and you can put that data in. Grab this screen back here. And we can load that up. Okay. And there they are. So, one more quick peek now. Make sure we didn't screw anything up here. At 540, we're into Soggy, Xbox, Primus, and then we're on the arrival already. And we're on our way in, and in the mist. So, that looks good. Alright, so now, you're not going to need CDU anymore. You're not going to need the load data sheet anymore. And let me bring up the charts. And I say we had 26 on the way out is what they're using. And I'm going to put this in because I'm here by myself, so if I have to come back, if I've got an engine out, we hit some birds or something happens and I got to come back, this is already done. So the decision height's going to be 200. Elevation is 30. That is set. Land altitude 257. And 110.3. All right, good. 121.9 is ground. Tower is 118.3. 119. Flat, right?
35.6 is going to start up approved with runway 03 left.
03 left, please, for FedEx.
All right, pedestal is done. All right, let me have the map. I'll take terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master. You can have the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data and position. And let's come back here. Trim is 450. Well, I usually get it pretty good. Well, it's close enough. Close enough. Usually it runs pretty slow, and I can grab it. 146 is good. You're good. You're good. We cleared up to 4. That's all set. All right, nose wheel steering is normal. All right, are you stuck here? I hope that ain't stuck. That would be annoying. All right, nose wheel steering is normal. Got it. Let's check out displays. And let me give you that. So you'll have that. Oh, that's annoying. And it's not stuck. I don't know where that's coming from. That ain't good. Well, I'm going to keep going anyway. Alright, lower displays you're not going to see because of the communications there. Auto flight. Alright, primary flight display is level. Ground speed 0, 45 on the speed tape. V1 is 133, V2 146. We got a heading of 077 on the way out. Decision height is 200. Local pressure is 2994. We're cleared up to 4. I've got terrain on the nav display. Let's get the standby gauges set here. That is set. That is set. Reset the fuel flow. Let me have that there. That's set for rejected takeoff. We are all good here. You know what? Let me see if I can get rid of that. See if I can mute that from the electronic flight bag. That's annoying. So, that's one issue. Configuration, audio, trim wheel, mute that sucker. Yeah. Save that for now. Gotta go see if anybody's reporting that as an issue. Alright, this is all set. Did I check that? Alright, let that run amok. And back to 450. Okay, let's check the bottles. And cargo, we got a clean board. That's good. Let's check our TCAS. And that test is done. And we should be good for that test now. And that's good. Alright, no fuel in the center tank. And let's get the APU up and running. And we need some brake pressure again.
Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain vertical speed.
Memphis, how's it going?
Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Alright, we'll do another long test here. Let me have the progress on that page. And we'll do another long test here. So the only thing that I notice is the trim noise in the latest from Zibo-Mod. This is 4.03.18 that was released today. Alright, let me have... And we've got runway 26. APU is up. And we'll give that a minute and switch over to the APU bleed. Oh, thanks, Memphis. I appreciate that. Hopefully we are going to have a nice, easy one. If this goes fairly smooth, then I'm going to run my next rides are going to be in MS 2020. We'll do some day flights. Right now I'm in X-Plane 12, but next we're going to go to MS 2020. Unless I have any major issues I have to fix in here. But so far it looks like it's just that one sound, and hopefully that's a one-time fluke. Alright, that's all good. Let's see, that's been about a minute on the APU. Let me get disconnected. I'm going to lose the YouTube screen here again. Let's get disconnected from the gate and we will call for push. Our brake pressure is good. Yes, okay. We can remove the chocks, remove that. The doors are all buttoned up. No, that. Get those doors buttoned up. And let's call for push.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Oh, thanks. I have no idea how you would even say that. All right, we're all disconnected from the gate. We're pretty much ready to get on out of here. Let's have a quick peek here. And zero fuel weight is set. Yep, N1s, we got our reduced max. We're not reducing. V1, VR, V2 is set. Stab trim is set. 450. Fuel pumps, yeah, they're up. APU is up and running. We're on APU. Yes, APU, we've got juice. And we are set for gate departure. The doors are closed. External equipment and chocks have been removed. So we're pretty much good to get on out of here. And I will take that now. And we're all buttoned up. Let's get some air in here. Yeah, once I get in the air.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Wife just brought in my pills. Yeah, just leave them on the desk. I'll get them.
United 10907, taxi to holding point 27. Taxi to holding point 07, United 10907. Delta 1972, contact 11816.
Bravo Hotel Charlie, contact tower 11816 today.
There you go. They're picking us up now. Yeah, we're just leaving Jacksonville. It's a short flight, just over an hour from Jacksonville, Florida to West Palm Beach, Florida.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, we're good to go. Jacksonville ground, good evening, Southwest 1127 at gate Charlie 5, ready for push and start with Quebec.
Southwest 1127, Jacksonville ground, push and start approved, tail southeast.
All right, we're good to go. So let's get that clock going. Let's release the brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, packs are off. Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on, and we're starting number 2. Oh, I cut my frames in half again in the front screen. I'm going to have to go in and fix that, or I'm going to have stutters the whole way. I didn't notice when it did that. I don't know why it does it. It does it in the middle of pretty much all my flights all of a sudden. Not been able to figure out why. It just cuts my frame rates in half. And it only does it on the center. Now my frames are back. All right, that's good. 2's good. Isolation valve, auto, and pressure's good. We're starting number 1.
Delta 387, contact tower, 118 is on station. 86, Delta 37. American 1600 is ready to push on the Southwest. 1600. Para pushback up the roll. There's that around call ready to check. So that's push back to start the crew now and just that more flight. That's correct. Taxi go out, phone hold to the boat. Yeah, I'll hold to that call.
They're good.
Operation complete. That's parking brake.
And you can come off. We got a clean board.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
How much invested? 100 grand. Yeah, there's 100 grand in this setup. And it's time to upgrade 3 monitors and 2 computers. I upgraded 1, I still have 2 I have to upgrade, and 3 monitors. But with my first officer getting sick, he's been killing my bank account. I save and he's been pulling it away.
Tow is disconnected and bypassed and has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
All right, there goes the tow. BTA, auto. Let me give you the flight controls. Oops.
1972, man. Yes, so we're good. The Boeing 25 departure today.
All right, and I will take that back. That's all looking pretty good. And we are good to go.
And then we cleared land on runway 25, and your 4 uniforms, the rest of the clearance will be listing. And your 4 uniforms will be 5 and 97.
Jacksonville ground, Southwest 1127. At gate Charlie 5, looking to taxi to runway 26.
Southwest 1127, taxi to runway 26 by Romeo, Hotel Alpha Charlie. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready for departure.
Southwest 1127, clear to taxi to runway 26 via Romeo, Hotel Alpha Charlie. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready for departure. All right, 118.3 is in the standby already. We are pretty much good to go. We've got Romeo Hotel Alpha. So, oh, that's good. We should be able to check out some aircraft as we come around here. So far from cold and dark to taxi out, the only thing I noticed was the trim wheel sound running a little amok. That was pretty much it. Everything else looking pretty good. I want to see how this tiller performs now. I went and calibrated it yesterday. All right, here's Romeo. Looks like someone's pulling at their gate there. American.
second expectation, check in with you.
In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the compartment to low. Mask allows you to start with low
Pretty cool view.
40 ready to
and secure it with the elastic band. Remember, put on your own mask will resist flow.
Double 1524, taxi please.
Now, so far I haven't noticed any jumping in the tiller, so this is pretty good.
Use them with the best app, slip it over your head and keep the straps to
Kevlar,
That's
1604
why
ready
you
to
keep red tabs provided below into the tubes. There are 6 emergency exits on this road, 737.
And we should be heading straight across here. Looks like the ground markings just kind of disappeared. All right, we got this to hotel to Alpha. So today's ride in total is about 260 miles. A little short hop. But the two items that I wanted to check, the tiller and the ATC sounds from the last ride that weren't working all that well, seem to be just fine now, so that's good. So up next, unless I hit any big time issues, we're going to go back to MS 2020, do some day rides. Alright, we got this down to hotel. Hopefully we'll have a nice view coming into West Palm. We're going to be coming in from over the water, making a couple of right-hand turns. Oh, we got a left heading out over the water, then a right turn heading back into West Palm for 28 right, which is what they were using in the real world. A couple people have asked me, how do I know what they're using in the real world? I mean, it's based on winds, but if you really want to take a good look, if you go to Flight Radar 24, you can actually see the actual aircraft coming in. And you can type in the airport that you're looking for, and you can actually see them coming in and going out to confirm. Sometimes Flight Sim gets it wrong with the AI. All right, we're going to take hotel down to Alpha, make a right, and went down to 26. And let's switch over. Let's see if we're getting traffic on tower. This is Bravo. We don't want this one.
Tower FedEx 561, direct to Boca,
Okay.
No, tag in your request, FedEx 56. Yes, sir, we were cleared to look to Boga on the initial clearance. Do you want to Boga after that?
That's for the clearance of ATC. So the moment flight time on 2 Bravo.
Okay, 70 Bravo, FedEx 56.
All right, we got this down to the end. Let's see, what have I missed? Did I miss any text here? Oh yeah, I think I missed a whole bunch of text. When I get down to the end, I'll see if I can read that.
Stay full short from what you did.
It's just about time to start looking into 85-inch monitors. I want to try and find one or three that have either matte finish or a low glare rate on them, being that they're on an angle.
United 1269, Sorry about the delay. Do you have your company 737 on short plan at this time? Yeah, 126 affirmative. Roger that. Behind the landing traffic line up runway behind. United 1. Behind the landing traffic runway, United 12. United 1269, wind 080 degrees to 5, taxi 35, runway 07, clear for takeoff. Runway 07, clear for takeoff, United 1269. Windshield 9507, runway 05 right, wait from group left takeoff, contact departures 120.5 per morning.
Alright. Down to Charlie, and we got a left coming up.
And I'll set 283 now.
Left arrow after surgery.
What do you have ready, sir?
Yeah, ready. Tower Superior Wing 115. We did take a bird strike on the nose on rotation.
Oh, bird strike, eh? Ooh, on the nose. That's not good.
Tower UPA 3 and 4, heavy hold short 3 left.
Alright, let's see. What did I miss text-wise? Oh, Roken Zone. How's it going? Let's see. Cabin doors and flight controls, movement response, brakes, function, elevator. Yeah, that's all done. Have you ever flown into London City, EGLC, before? I attempted today. Runway's crazy, short, scary approach. I'll have to take a look. EGLC, let me write that down. EGLC. More than likely, I would think over the years, but I'm really not sure. Hey, Matthew.
142 ahead, hold short.
223 right, call back in 1 moment. Tower 146.
Hold short 23 ahead.
Yeah, I'm still working on the night lighting stuff. It's a little tough because you only have so many individual lights that you can play with. And if you brighten up one set, it brightens up a different set. So the big thing is trying to get the airport lighting right, decent, because there are lights outside the airport that are also affected. So I've been pretty good, Rodney, pretty good. Not too bad. All right, let's see if we can get on out of here. Jacksonville Tower, good evening. Southwest 1127, holding short runway 26. We're ready for departure. And let me give you Xbox 2.
Southwest 1127, Jacksonville Tower, runway 26, winds 290 at 10, RNAV-Z, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Southwest 1127. All right, let's boogie. Auto throttle, let me get my clock going. TARA, let's have a quick peek.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
10 notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Flight. Engine start selected to continuous. Auto throttles arm. Transponders TARA. And we are pretty much, we're out of here.
Approaching 26.
All right, 40%.
On runway 26.
Stable. Toga. Thrust set. Airspeed's active.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80. Bumpy runway.
V1
rotate.
Got some divots in that runway. Gear up. It's a pretty cool view out that window.
1,000.
In a marker.
Southwest 1127, contact departure on 132.775.
I'll go to departure 127.775, Southwest 1127. Jacksonville departure, Southwest 1127 with you, climbing through 2300, 4,000 inbound Swaggy. Flaps 1.
Southwest 1127, Jacksonville departure, radar contact. Clear direct Xbox, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Clear direct Xbox up to flight level 200, Southwest 1127. That's a pretty cool view down there. Camera might not be doing it justice though, but it looks pretty cool from here. It's hard to judge. I can't hear the sound from the trim wheels now because I got them turned off. I'm so used to hearing them. Now you should have a view out that window. Let's see if Zibo can handle that. And we're looking at 143. Have transmissions on this frequency. No XATC transmissions, huh? Oh, there you go. Thought my transmissions got knocked out. That's a pretty cool view out that window. Nice. It's a shame I can't get the camera to do this. Move around and ease up on its own, but pretty cool. All right, so we got a 250 knot climb. We're coming up on 10 now. And that's good. You can come off. You can come off. Climb, maintain flight level 270, Southwest 1127. All right, that's good. We're climbing up beautifully. The temperature is fine. Let's have a quick peek. Autopilot's engaged. Attendant notification is complete. Cabin pressurization and temperature. We're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on. Pack switches are set to auto. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Let's see. Auto brake selector is off. Landing gear is up and off. And next up is local pressure. He's 2.5 miles out. But he's drifting in towards us. He's 1,100 feet below him. I don't see him though. Oh, I got him. Man, he whizzing past. He's gone. All right, so Soggy to Xbox. Going to Jacksonville Center, 123.45, Southwest 1127. Good night. Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1127 with you, climbing through 16,400 for 27,000.
Southwest 1127, Jacksonville Center, Good evening, Jacksonville, altimeter 29.95.
All right. All in all, pretty good ride. Just that one sound issue that I noticed. And maybe some pilot errors on my part. And we're going to local pressure. Oh, actually, we're going to standard pressure. And it's pretty smooth, so we're going to let them run around. So what are we looking at here? We've got another 33 miles of top of climb, 224 to go to West Palm. So at Swaggy, we should have 12.4 on the fuel. We're at 12.5. And we should have 9.4 when we get in. Climb maintain flight level 290, Southwest 1127. All right, that gets us up to cruise. And 182. All in all, pretty good ride. .24 miles will be at Kennel. Let's see if we're on there yet. Let's have a look. Let's take a look at PBI. And we want... What did we have on the way in? Was that Captain 3? Captain 3, yes. We're not on the moving map display. We won't be on the moving map display until we hit Captain. So we got a little ways to go before we hit that. But we're going to be on the arrival as soon as we hit Kennel in about 20 miles. So. Close that for now. Until we get on that chart, I guess. Look at that. It goes in two different directions. That's better. Alright, close that. My fat fingers. Alright. And we're going to 187. And Primus, 12 on the fuel. We're at 12 right now. 18 miles top of climb, 205 to go. And there's nothing to see out there at all. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, everything in here keeps it warm. Everything being turned on. My wife is like, the house is cold. She comes in the garage to get warmed up because all the computers, the monitors, and all the equipment. Believe it or not, this backlighting gets pretty warm. All right. 200 miles now to West Palm Beach. Nice quick run. Should be there in about a half an hour. And that puts us at an hour and 2 minutes. 6 minutes ahead of schedule. And we got 110 knot wind whacking us right now. And 167. And the fuel at Canal is 11.6. We're 11.7 right now. 9.4 when we get in. All in all, great ride. Only thing that I noticed was the one issue with the trim sound getting stuck. That was pretty much it. Other than that, this has been great from cold and dark up to cruise just about, which we'll be getting to in another couple of miles. 7 miles, top of climb. right, we're inbound Joey. And if we take a look,
Fasten to go.
Southwest 1127, expect the Captain 3 arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 15 minutes.
we can expect the Captain 3 arrival into West Palm Beach, Southwest 1127. Now, if we take a look at Canal up here, and if we take a look at...
1127, expect the Captain 3 arrival into West Palm Beach.
Expect the Captain 3 arrival into West Palm Beach, Southwest 1127. I guess it didn't understand my response. You take a look at the chart, take a look at the CDU, you can see we're pretty much... Oh, don't want that. Right on the money. Just over Canal now, and we're inbound Joey. And then from Joey to Roton, and then step, and you see we're on our way down. So 83 miles now, top of descent, 184 to go. All in all, this has been a great ride. 109 mile an hour crosswind now. Yeah, we're getting whacked pretty good. Not helping us along, that's for sure. All right, let me go take my medication real quick before my wife comes back. She just went to the pet store. She says that on the desk. When she comes back in about a half an hour, she'll have a heart attack. I'll be right back. Oh, I dislike those breathing treatments. All right, we're inbound Joey. Let's see, at Joey we should have 10.9 on the fuel. We're 11.3 right now. 9.3 when we get in. 167 to go to West Palm. 67 top of descent. All in all, it's been a great ride. All ride? Air ride. It's hard for me to see the text. It's so tiny in here. Another 60 miles. We're going to start our descent. Now what I do is I follow the charts in. Sometimes SayIntentions gets a little mixed up. And it moved my screen. Let me put that screen back to where I want it. That's where I want you. Move my screen. All in all, pretty good ride. Pressure's good, temperature's good. EGT N1, N2, fuel flow, oil pressure, temperature, quantity. Beautiful ride. Vibrations 1.4 all around. Very nice. So we're not going to pop up on that moving map display until we're pretty much just about on top of Captain, since that top section is not to scale. But we're on the arrival already into West Palm Beach. And we're looking at another 153 miles to go. Yeah, 152 with 52 top of descent. All in all, beautiful run. And Joey, 11-1. Fuel's right on the money. And we're back to 9-4 at West Palm on the fuel. Cool. Nothing to see but some stars up there right now. Hopefully we're going to have a nice view into West Palm Beach. We're going to come in from over the water into Florida. So hopefully the city lights are going to look pretty good out in the distance. And if we have a great ride, my next run will probably be in MS 2020 to do some daytime flying for a little bit. Florida's down there. We can see some city lights out in the distance. I don't know if the camera's picking them up. It's hard for me to tell looking at that tiny screen. But you may have some lights out in the distance there in Florida. And again, the night lighting that's out there is on me. Those are my night lighting edits. So if you don't like them, that's me. That's not Laminar. Laminar had just a little bit too much of all the same color down there. Didn't like it much. I like the mix of the old blue. Contact Miami Center on 119.825, Southwest 1127. Good night. Give a quick listen. Miami Center, good evening, Southwest 1127 with you. Flight level 290, inbound Roto. But I added some of the old blue lighting that they had from way back when, you know, the tube lighting. So I put a mix of that in there, and it seems to give me a nicer view. And you know what? You don't need the CDU anymore. We can get rid of that. You can see we're on our way in. I think everything else on there is looking pretty good. Another 60 miles will be on that moving map display right by Captain. And we're going to take that out to Whitecap. And we'll make a U-turn, head back into West Palm. And we're still getting whacked with a 90-degree crosswind. You would think there would be a little bit more movement here. Seems a little bit too smooth for something like that. And we got some movement though. Oh, hey, Rodney. Yeah, actually, I got some whole bunch of photographs and some videos of his delivery and all the crates coming in, and him unboxing some of the stuff. Yeah, yeah. He's a busy little beaver right now. He's having a blast taking that stuff and getting it all set up. So, I think he put a video online on YouTube earlier today, if I'm not mistaken, of some of the unboxing stuff that he did. So it's not going to be long. He's going to be flying regular real soon, in and out. So there's another full deck flyer added into the mix, man. Pretty cool. All right, at step we should have 10.6. We're 10.6 on the fuel. 9.6 when we get in. So that crosswind's helping us out a little bit. Now it's a little bit towards the tail, not much, but it's helping a little bit with the fuel. And how about we get them back in their seats? Got about another 9 miles to go. 109 miles to West Palm Beach now. Southwest 1127 Miami Center would like to descend via the Captain 3 arrival into West Palm. That should be no problem. And Captain is 10. Very good. Thank you. 2991. Descend via the Captain 3 for the ILS runway 28 right approach into Palm Beach. Altimeter 2991, Southwest 1127. All right, she should handle this all the way down to 4,000 into Whitecap. All right, here we go. That's 38 minutes since we left the gate and 24 minutes since we left the runway. And this was done in 1 hour and 8, so we'll see just how close we can come to that. We got another, I don't know, 30 minutes to get in. I think he changed his name to Wheels Up. If you do a search for Wheels Up, you should find his site. All right, we're coming down beautifully. Temperature is mighty fine back there. And I'm not noticing any porpoising effect without flaps or anything, without any speed brake. So nice descent on the way down. Looking pretty good, right on the money. And at board, we should have 10.4 on the fuel. We're at 10.4 right now. And another 92 miles to go. If not, I have it bookmarked. When I get out of here, I'll bring it up and I'll put it down at the end of the the text on the chat. Same thing with Pat. Pat out in I was going to say out in California. He's not in California anymore. He moved. But Pat 738 also has a full flight deck. If you do a search for Pat 738 on YouTube, you'll find his website as well. He's got a full flight deck just like mine as well. All right, you want some drag? We'll give you some drag, baby. So we're about 40 miles out of Captain, which will put us on that moving map display. Oh, yeah, we got lights down there from the city right below us. Yeah, we might have a beautiful view coming into, she's starting to pop in now. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but we're in and out of the clouds. Nice. So we need to be above 18 at faulty. We're at 21.4 descending, so we're looking pretty good. And in the meantime, let's have a look. I'm going to put this in. I don't want to go around. I think the weather's going to be just fine. That's good. But I want to go grab something to eat. So if I have to, 279. But I think the weather's going to be fine. We'll be able to just, we'll see everything on the way in. And we're looking at 111.9. And that's all pretty good. All right. Just in case. But I don't think we're going to have an issue. We should have a beautiful view the whole way. From what it looks like here. The NVIDIA 5000 series, I don't know. I don't have any of those boards. I'm using 4090s. But if any of my 4090s go bad, I'll be looking into that. Because it's got additional RAM. These have 24 gig. I think they're going to come with 32 gig. But at $2,000 a pop, if I don't really need them, you know, and you can get set as well. And we're at 18. Let's have a peek. Bleed air panel is set to auto. Land altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. Altimeter is set for local QNH. Recall. And we got a clean board. Just got to put in the landing data VRAF minimums. And what are we coming in this ride? We're coming in at $144 again. And another 20 miles we're going to be on that moving map display. Yeah, well, the 4090 works pretty good in X-Plane, and it works great in MS 2020. So yeah, the 5000 board, 3 of those would be great in here for X-Plane. Not really needed for MS 2020. You can get away with a 5070. I run 7 monitors in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So if you're running 1 monitor, 4090 is fine, and if they're going on sale. Contact Palm Beach approach on 123625 Southwest 1127. Good night. Palm Beach approach. Good evening. Southwest 1127 with you inbound Captain.
Southwest 1127 Palm Beach approach. Good evening. Palm Beach altimeter 29.90. Expect the ILS runway 28 right approach into Palm Beach.
And they're giving us 28 right and 29.90. Altimeter 29.90. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach into Palm Beach, Southwest 1127. Yep, that's for sure. But with the 4090s are fine. I think right now on my side monitors, the bottleneck is the the i9 10900s. In the center, I'm running an AMD 7950 X3D, and that seems to run just fine. So the 4090s are working pretty good between both of them. But my next step is going to be to upgrade those 2 computers. All right, we need to be between 10 and 11 at Captan. We're at 11.3 descending, so that constraint is met. Zibo-Mod has performed beautifully the whole way down. This entire ride, as a matter of fact, if it wasn't for the trim sound running amok and getting stuck, it would have been perfect. So, we're looking at another 45 miles to go to West Palm Beach. That's 47 minutes from the gate, 32 minutes from the runway. And we are coming down beautifully. That's a pretty nice view out that right window. Not sure if the camera's getting it though. All right, we're going to slow to 250 now. Beautiful. And we're coming up on 10,000. Nicely done, Zibo. Nicely done. And we're on that moving map display. All right, that's 10. Let's light them up. Let's have a peek. Exterior lights, check, set. Engine start selected to continuous. EFIS, I'm already set for terrain. Great ride. All right, 40 miles to go now. So we need to be above 6 at Snickler. We're at 9,200 descending. So we're looking pretty good. We're actually off a little bit according to the descent profile here. Not much though. And it's making it right back up now. I made some additional adjustments to the coloring of the 2 outer monitors. I think there was a little too much color compared to the center, so we'll see what this looks like on the way into West Palm. See if I have it a little bit closer. Hard to tell, especially with the weather with X-Plane, because the weather, sometimes the clouds don't match up all around. So hopefully they're going to get their networking sorted out soon. And we'll do Germa. And we're at 7,500. We're above 6. And 10.2 on the fuel. 10.2 on the fuel. Beautiful ride. Hopefully you're getting some of that light out there. Hard to tell though, because it looks like there's some clouds here, some haze that I'm not getting here in the left monitor. So it's hard for me to judge the lighting, coloring, and the brightness. Seems like that might be a little dull. See when we get a little closer. Alright, make a little bit of speed brake here. We need to be at 4,000 at fairway. Looks like I may have to add a little bit of brightness to that. Alright, we're at 5,000 descending. And we need to be at 4 at fairway. We're off by about 30 some odd feet, so we're looking pretty good now. Another 25 miles to go.
125 vectors for the ILS runway 28 right approach.
And we're going to follow the charts in. Turn left, heading 125 vectors for the ILS runway 28 right approach, Southwest 1127. We're going to follow the charts, and 177. And we can put that back. And we're inbound Hitmo. And at Hitmo, let's come in here. Let's pick this up. Let's go to 28 right on the RNAV-Z. And we're going to be heading right into Hitmo here at 4,000. And we're holding at 4,000 right now. So we're looking pretty good. I'll bring that all the way down. See how she does. But this entire ride has been great except for that one sound issue. The auto flight has performed beautifully.
Good morning, Center Southwest 2154, passing 6,000 for 10,000. Gonna be on again, 4,000 for 10,000, rest of the morning.
Alright, let's start slowing down. What are we coming in at? Buck 44, buck 44.
Good morning, Buenos Dias, I'm 1 November 3550, Mike out of 7.6410.
Let's slow down and get the nose down. Give you a better view out that front window.
Level 400550.
West Palm Beach Airport. Another reason why I fooled around with X-Plane's lights, the airports seem to stick out like sore thumbs. They don't anymore. They blend in with the surrounding, and you see like little dark patches, which is what you should see in the real world. You shouldn't see these big tower lights sticking out for tens of miles. Give me 5. Oh, the cloud, yeah, dude, it went blurry. That's interesting because I have that set at a set. Give me 10. It's an erroneous message.
Southwest 1127, turn left, heading 100.
Yeah, turn left, heading 100, Southwest 1127. We're going to continue on the chart. Let me have the gear. $15 on the flaps, and I'll take it. Let's slow all the way down. Speed check, 25. Speed check, flaps 30. Oh, what a beautiful view. So I would say that the Zibo-Mod did a beautiful job from cold and dark to where we are right now. Just a one sound issue. That's 55 minutes from the gate, 41 minutes from the runway, and this was done in an hour and 8, so I got 13 minutes to get in. Pretty good run. Contact Palm Beach Tower on 119.1, Southwest 1127. Good night. Palm Beach Tower, good evening. Southwest 1127. With you, 6 mile final, runway 28 right. Clear to land, 28 right, Southwest 1127. Maybe stepping on my transmissions. So this has basically been the entire auto flight from after that first turn out of Jacksonville, and it's been right on the money. Beautiful ride. And what are we holding at Morgan at 3? My bird. We're holding at 3. And the outbound heading is in. Okay. Lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. What a beautiful ride. I missed those sounds from the tiller. I'm pushing the tiller. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting movement, but I got to take a look at the gauge now because I don't hear the sounds. Take a look at that next go around. Hope you're enjoying that view. Looks pretty cool from here. .11 headwind just about. Ooh, we got a little bump there. Get a little wake turbulence there maybe.
Approaching 2A right.
10 knot headwind. Beautiful.
200 minimums.
Continue. Prepare for landing.
30, 20, 10.
Welcome to West Palm Beach. Don't get sunburned.
Southwest 1127, welcome to Palm Beach. Contact ground on 121.9.
80 knots.
Southwest 1127 going to ground. 121.9. Good night. Pretty cool ride. Let me bring that up now.
4,000 feet.
Bring you up. Bring up you. And we're boogieing to the left. We'll get off Papa here. We're going to make Papa. Yeah, we can make Papa.
Well, that was quite the landing, wasn't it? I hope
Oh, I never heard that before.
where the temperature is a lovely 21 degrees Celsius. Scattered clouds of 1,500.
Alright, we'll get this aircraft cleaned up and then we'll head on in. How about that?
Please remain seated until we reach our final position.
Alright, let me have you. You're on TA. You are on test. Let's have a quick peek. Exterior lights as needed. We're good. APU. Yeah, we got that up and running right now. Think I put that on. Try that. Window heats off. Probe heat switches are off. Engine wing and the ISO off. Engine start switches as needed. They're off. Auto brake is off. Speed brake is down. Flaps are off. Right. Transponders TA auto weather radar set to test. And we are over the ground. West Palm Beach ground. Good evening. Southwest 1127 at Papa. Looking to taxi to gate Bravo 6. And let's clear this all up.
Southwest 1127, Palm Beach ground, taxi to B6 via Papa, Lima, cross runway 32, then hotel, cross runway 28 right, then Charlie, Charlie 7. Have a good day.
Clear the taxi to gate Bravo 6 of here, Papa Lima, cross runway 32, then hotel, cross runway 28 right, then Charlie, Charlie 7. All right, and that looks pretty good. So you can come on back. You're up. Let's confirm. We are looking pretty good there. Don't need that. And we are down in the corner here. So that was a minute, well, really a minute and one from, oh no, we're not at the gate yet. That's 48 minutes. Did I stop that? Yeah, I did stop that. 48 minutes from runway to runway. They did it an hour and 8. We're an hour and 2 right now. So we're pretty much right on the money. I'm going to take Lima. We got cleared to cross. 3-2. I don't know why they gave us the okay to cross 2-8. We're not going to cross 2-8. We're heading straight all the way down. I don't put the wing on because it gives that announcement that we're ready for takeoff. Doesn't make any sense, so, but we would light up as much as we can.
Approaching 3-2.
Oh, I got us heading in the wrong direction. Oopsie. I got us heading in the wrong direction. We're supposed to be over there. All right, you know what? I'm just going to put us right over here where we were heading anyway. Going to go park over by the fixed base operators over there. And let's get on you, and we can kill number 2. And we'll come down to Echo. We'll go to Echo. We're going to park right up here on the right. And it's 4:40. Yeah, I might get another flight in today. I get another flight in today. It's going to be an MS 2020. I'll switch everything over. I'll grab a sandwich or something. And then come back, see if I get another ride in today in Microsoft. Because this was pretty good. I have no complaints about this. This was a great run. So this is pretty much all up to date. That's Kilo. We're going to go to Echo. Electric, yep. And we should get hydraulics next. Should pop. Oh. That's the first time I saw it do that. That's what I had the problem with the other day. It was doing that. Hopefully that I was just leaning on it. And we can kill you. That's the hydraulics, yep. Very good. So in the real world, UPS actually runs this flight, not Southwest, but. All right, that kill you, anti-collision, and let him run around. All right, now let's see. Let's see what I missed. Blurry, and it's back now. Okay, good. Yep, good view. Great, Rodney. Thanks. Nice light. Those all lights look seamless. Oh, that's good. I have to go take a look. From looking at it on an angle, it kind of looks like it's off a little bit for me. So I have to go back and review the footage in order to see if I can get it to where it's pretty close. But that looks pretty good to you. Then hopefully it's good enough for me as well. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that ride. I'm going to lose my YouTube screen here for a minute. Let me get set up with ground. And let's get the chocks and all that in position. Get everybody out of here. And up. Let me have ground services. You set the chocks, ASU, and let's get those doors open. All right, chocks are in position. We can lose the brake. Ground power is available. We're going to get on ground power. We're going to confirm. Let's go to unconditioned air. We can kill you. Don't need the fuel pumps anymore. Don't need galley power. And TCAS can go to standby. Let's have a quick peek. Electrical power, APU or ground. We're on ground. Bleed, we're set for unconditioned air. The APU bleed switch is off. Left and right packs to auto, and the isolation valve is open. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision lights are off. Passenger signs are off. Oh, I didn't do the hydraulic pumps. Fuel pump switches. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pump switches, yeah, they're off now. Exterior lights, we have logo and position. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. And let's shut down completely because I'm going to bring up MS 2020 next. So IRS select is to off. Emergency exit lights are off. Exterior lights are off. Engine start select is to both. APU or ground disconnect, we'll disconnect ground power. AC/DC select is to standby, and DC battery switch off. And that is a wrap. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this evening's ride. I had a blast like I always do. Up next, I'm more than likely going to bring up Microsoft 2020 and get that all up to date and see how that's running. So far, X-Plane and the night lighting and everything is looking pretty good. I just want to see if anybody else reported the trim sounds as running amok and getting stuck. So I'll check on that. That was the only thing with this ride. So, and that was an hour and 9 minutes from gate to gate. That's shutting everything down. So we're pretty much right on the money. All right, everybody, for those that were with me this evening, I hope you enjoyed today's ride. I may be back later on tonight in MS 2020 after I grab something to eat. Just have to make sure that there's nothing on the agenda as far as my wife is concerned. So, all right, everybody, I will catch you on my next run. And as always, I always enjoy the company and the conversation along the way. Thanks for joining me.